Hello and welcome back. Recently, I shared the following design in one of the Facebook groups. It's basically a countdown timer that's animated, and at the end, the two sides open up to reveal a message for Mother's Day. I'm going to show you how I did it. Just stay tuned. Now, I've got my workspace ready, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the text. So I am going to place some text on my workspace, and I'm going to change the font to another font that's easier to read. So I'm going to change it to Canva Sans. And in here, I'm going to type in all caps, session will start soon. And I'm just going to put a hyphen in there. And now I'm going to increase the font for this text. And what I'll do is I am going to duplicate my text. And I'm going to add it again because I need more text. And now I'm just going to go into effects, and I'm going to use the curve. And I'm going to curve it so that it comes all the way around. Now, if you have difficulty with that, just use your control button while you toggle the curved. Okay, so just going to make it that large, and I'm just going to center it like that. Okay, session starting soon. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 circles. So that's going to be my first one, and I'm going to add a border, and for the color of the shape, I'm going to make it transparent. And now I'm going to bring that up and outside of my text. And again, if you have a hard time arranging it on your desktop, use your control button. Okay, I'm going to make a duplicate of the circle, and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And I'm going to place it in the middle. All right, I'm just going to grab that and I'm going to make it a little bit larger. And I think what I'll do is I'll group it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more text. And this is where the number is going to be. So it's a countdown timer starting at 10. So my first number is going to be 10. Now, again, I'm going to change that font to Canva Sans. And I'm going to make that a little bit larger so that it's filling the center of my circle there, if that makes sense. Okay. Now the 10 is going to be smaller than the rest of the numbers because we have 2 digits here, and we need to make sure that they fit. So when you're working with only 1 digit, you're able to make that digit bigger. Okay, so that is my number 10. Now, before I keep going, I'm going to add to this design. And I'm going to search for a film strip. That's what I'm looking for, film strip. And I'm looking for a video. And this is the one that I used. So I'm going to place that on my workspace. And I'm going to make it larger. And then I'm going to, because it's going to be like a curtain opening, I am going to try and place half on one side, and then I'm going to duplicate it and place the other half on the other side, if that makes sense. Let me push this back, behind. Okay, so there are the both of them. Now, before we duplicate this page another 9 times, there's one more thing that we need to do, and we need to apply a animation effect on the circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the circle, I'm going to go into animate, and I'm going to scroll on down until I see rotate. And there it goes. Okay, so I'm going to select rotate, and you can toggle the speed. It can go slow or it can go fast. It's totally up to you. Okay. All right, now before we continue on, what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the timing of the video. So right now it is at 9.9 seconds. So if we duplicated this page another 9 times, then we would have 10 pages at 9 or 10 seconds. And we don't want that because that would make for an awfully long video. So we need to reduce this down to 1 second. So we're going to come in here and we're going to change that to 1. And we're going to do the same here. We're going to change that to 1. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this another 9 times. And I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. Okay. So I'm going to speed up the video so that you're not having to watch me do every single page and modify every single page. But that's what I'm doing. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to add one more page here. So I'm going to duplicate this page and I'm going to remove the number and everything else that's on this page because I don't need it. Okay. And I'll make another copy of this page, so I'm going to duplicate it, and then on this page I'm going to move the film strip to the side, and I'm going to do the same thing with this, and then I'm going to place my message in here. So I'm going to look for okay, so this was the design that I used, and I'm just going to place it as the background. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a shape here. And for now, this shape is going to be black. And I'm going to add some text. And my text is going to be white. Now I'm going to look for a chunky font. Maybe this one will do. And in all caps, I'm going to write Happy Mother's Day. And I'm going to place each word on a separate line. And I'm also going to left justify my text. And there we go. Okay, I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller because what I want to do is I want to create a clipping mask. Clipping mask simply, you can see right through the text behind onto the background, which is the bouquet of flowers. So I'm going to grab these two, the background and the text, and I'm going to copy them, and I'm going to place them on their own page right here. And I'm just going to move it to the center like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this and I'm going to download it as a PNG. So there's my PNG, and I am downloading only page 13. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to download page 13. All right. So on a blank page, I'm going to take that design that was downloaded and I'm going to bring it onto my workspace. I'm going to go into Edit Photo, and I'm going to select the BG Remover. Now I'm just going to go in to make sure that the background on the letters were removed. And they were. We can see right through the letters. So now I'm going to take this, a copy of this, and I'm going to bring it back up to here, and I'm going to paste it. And as you can see right through it. Okay, so I'm going to take that, I'm going to make it a little bit larger. And let me see if I can just fit that better. Okay. Let me just make my screen a little bit smaller. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and change the color to match this floral bouquet a little bit more. So I'm going to go into Edit Photo, and I'm going to go to Duotone, and I'm going to select Custom, and I'm going to select the black, and you can see that we have this little eyedropper. I'm going to grab the eyedropper, and I'm going to try to change it to this pink color here. Okay, there we go. Now it's a little difficult to read, so I'm going to apply a few more effects. So I'm going to go back into Edit Photo. I'm going to go into Shadows, and I am going to select the drop shadow, and I'm just going to bring that down a notch. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add the text from here. So I'm going to copy that text, and I'm going to bring it back. Now that was the text that I used to create this clipping mask. So I'm going to take this text, and I'm going to apply a hollow effect, and I'm just going to see if I can overlap it. And again, use your control key if you have a little bit of difficulty. Okay, so there it is right there. Now, I'm going to take these items and I'm just going to push them back behind that film strip that's on my right. So I'm going to go to position and I'm just going to move them behind. So it's sitting behind my film strip. Okay, and you can add another graphic here if you like. That's totally up to you. But now let's work on the animation. So over here on this page, we have the curtains or the film strip closed, and we need to open them. So what we're going to do is we are going to use match and move to open up those film strip curtains. And we don't need this anymore, so we're just going to get rid of this page, and we're going to get rid of this page as well. If you find that the timing is too fast between the film strip closed and it opening, then what you'll need to do is you're going to need to toggle the duration, and you'll need to make it longer so that you can have the duration longer as well. So now you see that we have more than just 0.5 seconds. We can increase it to 0.89 seconds, and which will be longer. So if I come back here and now I press play, it's slower when it's opening up. And for this text that's sitting on top, this outline text, this here, I did apply an animation. The animation that I applied was roll. And you're going to find roll on your left panel right here. All right, so let's see what that looks like now. Perfect. And that's pretty much it. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to press that like button and subscribe to be the first to be notified when new content comes out. Bye for now, my friends. Until next time.